Boys, we are back and we are now at Townhall 8. So we did not get a gold pass resources this time. Not expected. I shouldn't have gotten it the last time. But we do have a few things that we can get here. I believe we can start upgrading for the dragon. We do have enough storage for that, which is huge. We can start upgrading for the queen, which would also be huge, but that takes 2 days. I do think that's probably worth it just to get her. Do I have enough storage for that? I don't think I have enough storage. I do not have enough storage for that. So we're definitely going to need some storage. We have some new items. Blacksmith, which actually means that we should actually be able to get equipment as well. So that's huge. Oh, we get some more storages. That will probably come in handy. A lot more defenses and some traps. Not too bad, not too shabby. Equipment, I think we're probably going to want to try to get lucky in either some events or I think just events. Whether that's the treasure chest event or mini spotlight events or anything like that. I think those are the ways to do that. Additionally, we get 20 gems. Raid Weekend is available right now. So I think we should probably do that sometime this episode. This will be the first time. And I did say that I think I have a little bit of a trick in order to get potentially the 40,000 contributed in one go. So I think we're going to probably do that later. Loot 20,000 during a... That one should be fine. We got some obstacles. Let's clear these real quick. There we go. And let's collect the gem mine and anything over here. I have not been doing much of the builder base, so our builder base is already slacking a little bit, but I don't think it would be too bad, all things considering. And I was actually just thinking here that once we can get Raid Weekend resources, I actually think that this builder base will go very easy, because we can just, every week, get about, I think it's like 1 mil of each resource. Obviously, we'll need the storage for that, but that shouldn't be too difficult, I don't think. Let's just continue placing some stuff. We're at 459 gems. I did see in the comments someone was saying for me to sell this gold rune, and more that I think about it, the more I think I'm going to. I do think resource farming, especially with the no training times, is pretty easy. So for the 50 gems, for the sake of getting the additional builder, if you don't like to see this, I would turn away right now because we are doing it right here. Oh, there we go. But we did hit the 500 mark. Is there anything we can upgrade in the meantime? Anything that doesn't take massively too long? Because I do want some stuff being placed at some point. Actually, we can probably build some stuff. A lot of these things are taking a little bit longer of time, but we can try. Also, someone in one of my further comments back in some of my other videos was asking for me to post the codes of the bases that I was making, and I could probably start doing that from now on, but unfortunately, I don't think I can do that retroactively. I could maybe go through and just try recreating the base just by a screenshot. There's not too many buildings, and maybe I can do that, but if that's something you guys want, I could definitely look at that. Alright. Make sure we continually have these builders available or building. I think because of how things are set up here, I think I might just start... I'll put down a storage. I think that's what I'll upgrade right now. Anything that doesn't take a massive amount of time. I guess this bad boy. Get some of our elixir upgrades going. Alright. I think for the first start of this, we'll try to farm and set resources and try to start getting our barracks upgrading, because once we unlock dragons, I think we're pretty much set continuously. So I think we're pretty much going to attack anything and everything that we can get our hands on. We have a level 20 king now. I forget that Town Hall 8 will give us the boost. So we have a boosted king now. I like that. That should be really good. Alrighty. I just collected some from the treasury. We have enough to upgrade our dragon, so I'm going to do that real quick. And we have about 20 minutes left on our first builder being free then. So I don't know what I'll do in between here. I guess we could probably switch on over to Raid Weekend. And in order for that to happen, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to switch clans into our main clan. Now, I do understand that majority of people are playing this won't have access to this kind of setup. However, I do think that there are a lot of clans out there that you could join for Raid Weekend in some sort of capacity. We have 3 maxed out clans in our family, so if you ever need some, Zika Down 3 are all ones that you guys probably might be able to join just for raid weekend purposes, and this one will be the main one here. Alrighty, so we have raid weekend here, and we're in my main clan, and it looks like most people get around 28,000, 20,000 roughly, against some really tough clans. We do have a pretty easy clan right now, and I did, on one of my attacks, I did sacrifice one of my attacks in order to set up an additional attack to strengthen the main one here. So let's see how this works here. I am going to go with a freeze, or a frost, and 2 graveyard spells, and then honestly, I think I'm just going to go with mass super miners. I think that's about all we'll need. We'll freeze as much high positions as we can to get some stuff placed, and let's see how much clan capital gold we can get off rip here. We do have a lot of spells in place, so hopefully we can do some pretty good work. We're just going to watch these bad boys cook. Man, this multi-mortar is hurting a little bit here, but we are dodging pretty well. I do feel like this, a tough trap. Waiting for a skeleton barrel to pop, maybe not. Maybe we're going fast enough. Take down the whole trap. There's a lot of skeletons right here. Wow, this multi-gear cannon is hurting. Might split up here. No, still about in the same spot. And there's the split a little bit. Will they continue to stay with each other? Oh, one died. So the skeletons should start spawning. And chaos is going crazy. Unfortunately, man, this multi-mortar is hurting a little bit. Maybe I should have placed the barrels in maybe a better spot. Or not the barrels, sorry. The graveyard spells. We only have about 1:20 left. We still have a lot of them alive, which isn't bad. There we go. Some more start spawning in. And, man, dude, this multi-mortar on this top section is brutal. Very brutal. I'm a little bit worried we actually might not get as much value. We're getting a lot of value. We're getting a lot of percent here. But a lot of the big ticket stuff that gives us a ton of clan capital gold isn't really giving it to us, especially because this multi-mortar. If this multi-mortar would have been taken down, I think we could have probably done a lot better. But that multi-mortar was basically blocking 2 of our spells. Alright, we got about 6,000. Not great by any means. And I would never recommend doing this, but I can also save this to a degree. Now, there's only 4,000 left, and I'm going to do something. I'm going to attack the first attack on every one of these bases. Never do this. You'll probably get kicked out of a clan, but I will go back with my alt accounts and clean up everything to make it justified, I guess. But that's what I'm going to do currently. I'm just going to go through and just clean out the defenses, first attack, see what I can get value-wise, and just go from there. This one looks a little slightly altered, though. I don't remember a multi-mortar being right up here. Oh, this one is slightly altered. This does not... Ooh, this could be brutal. That was a lot of damage. So we'll see. I'll bring it back when we're done with this attack to see how much clan capital gold we get. Alright, so this is not going according to plan at all. We only got about 5,000 here. Because I think there's about 5,000 left, and we will need to finish an attack at some point in order to get our additional attack, I think I will just attack this. It's not fantastic value by any means, but I will just finish this up here, because at least I'll get better value than I did on that last attack. So, let me hit that freeze. Let me just place these down. I'll bring you guys back afterwards. Hopefully, post-editing, I can get that. We did finish it. We got about 5,300 here, bringing our total up to 16,000. So I think with our next 3 attacks, we should very easily be able to get the 20,000 collector during raid weekend. However, the 40,000 is looking a little bit unobtainable unless I can really pull off some crazy, very good hits at some point here. So I'll see what I can do, and I'll let you guys know. I'll bring you guys back. We got about a 7,000 here. That's not too bad. And there's the first achievement, the 20,000. 250. Whew, but 100 gems is not too bad. Good 50 gems right there. All right, we have 2 attacks left, and we're at 23,000. If I can do 2 more 7Ks, that would put us close to the ballpark of where I need to go. However, we'd still be a little bit short. Here we go. The 80%, 9,400 medals. We are on pace to hit that 40 in one run there, but man, I don't know. I have one more attack. We're at 33. All we have to do is hit about a 70k. I haven't pulled this off in years. So it's bringing it back some joys of Raid Weekend, considering they haven't done anything with Raid Weekend for about 2 years now. So I'm pretty happy here. This is fun. Looks to see. I don't know. Do I want to do a Dragon? Dragon Cliffs doesn't give you much. That's almost 9,000 on a good day there. This actually might not be too bad. Maybe we do that. What does Wizard Valley look like here? 9,400 compared to... So there is more for Balloon Lagoon, so I am going to do that, but in order to do that, I will have to do some more setup. Again, I would never recommend this. This is really dumb, but it's been fun. It is good to switch it up. I haven't switched up a Raid Weekend in literal months, so this has been fun. All right. I did a little bit of prep work. This is for all the marbles here. I don't know. I guess we'll have to see. What do I want to... I think I might go like this. Freeze here. I think we'll just do that with a little bit. I'm going to hold off on these 2 super miners and try to help out this top section. We have a lot of skeletons that are going to be coming from this top section into straight those Infernos, and those Infernos will shred them. So hopefully we can get a little bit of work done, maybe a little bit of tanking. I might have did that a little too early. I guess we'll have to see. Well, the skeletons started spawning. Dang, these Infernos are just... Yikes. They got through the wall, but is there going to be enough of them? They take down one of them. Not looking too bad. I feel like a lot of these super miners right now are pretty low in health, unfortunately. Oh, and there is a stone crusher right there, too. That's going to hurt. I don't know if there's any more graveyards to be triggered here. If so, that would be huge. If not, it's going to hurt pretty badly. We do have some. Not much. We did not have... We had nothing, actually. I think we're looking not too bad, and we might still be able to pull this off. I think we need, what, 7k? I think we might have already passed that, to be honest. But again, as much value as we can get, the better. I think this will probably be at 93%. Oh, never mind. That took a lot of... Oof. 92%, and we got 8,000. I think that should give us the 40 that we needed. Let's see. Oh, we did not hit my personal record. I think it was 42,000, but we are just underneath that. That should be pretty solid then, things considering. We should be able to get our gems for that once we go back and donate that. Go back to the clan. Let's donate what we need to donate here. Perfect. And with that, we do get the achievement for 75 gems. Now, I believe we are just barely under our 4th builder if we got up to 1,250 gems, or trophies. If we got up to 1,250 trophies, we would be able to get our additional builder. And I'm very tempted to do that. Unfortunately, that raid weekend took forever, actually. I've already been recording for an hour, and I'm sure you guys will see probably nothing of that. So I'm probably going to spend a little bit of extra time here just kind of going through and honestly probably trophy pushing. First, I think I might upgrade this. I don't think I need a lot of gold right now, so I'm going to upgrade these and get these at least up to there. So now they can use elixir and gold to upgrade. But that being said, I think I'm going to set here. Our dragons are being upgraded. I don't have enough storage to be able to upgrade the hero hull just yet, even though I really want to. Is there anything? Oh, let's get resources to upgrade the blacksmith. Just do this. Perfect. Or let's build the blacksmith. That will take 12 hours here. Now we have about 600,000. I really want the queen. I don't have enough storage. And if I upgrade the spell factory here, this would be super needed for the future, but it then delays the storages and delays the queen. I believe it or not, I actually do think the spell factory might be more important than the queen. I don't even know if I can get the arrow just yet. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to upgrade my spell factory. Actually, I think I'm going to spend as much gold as I can before I do. Ooh. There we go. We have that. Let me upgrade the spell factory. So all 3 of our builders are now placed. And I think what I'm going to do, I have already been recording for an hour here, but I think I'm going to record for another additional hour to see if I can't push up to that 1,250 trophy mark, because if I can, I think we're looking at potentially getting our 4th builder. That was the goal for this episode, so I do want to try to push there. So that's what I'm going to do. I'll bring you guys back in some time here. All right, so I am feeling like the Barch strategy needs a little bit of a rework now. We're getting a little bit higher up in trophies, and I have been skirting off with just this, but I think, again, because we have enough firepower, I think I'm going to switch it up a little bit. We could go with balloons, but I think I might go with a classic Townhall 6 strategy. And I think I'm going to try some giants, healers, wizards. Unfortunately, we don't have the housing space to really put in a lot, but I'm down to try it. See if I can get some success with it. We'll see. Not the best base, but it should be enough to test out what we're looking for here. I don't even know. I did 5 healers because I'm really used to queen charges, but actually I don't even know if that's the correct amount of healers that we need, if I'm completely honest. Maybe we don't need as many wall breakers, to be honest with you. Maybe not as many healers as well. I guess we'll have to see. This wasn't a very tough base, but we'll have to experiment a little bit here. All right, small tweaks. 7 instead of 8. 4 healers instead of 5. Only 6 wall breakers and a little bit more wizards. I guess we'll see. Well, this should be a piece of cake. I'll take the free trophies. Well, let me tell you something. My giants did not want to cooperate at all on this attack. It's been a hot second since I've run some of these strategies. Until we can get our dragons, things might be a little bit whatever. But once we get our dragons, I'm sure we'll be able to triple pretty crazily. Alright, so we just hit 1,000 trophies. And I am running into a little bit of a problem. For normal Town Hall 8s, there'd be very easy bases that I can triple. But I am running into an issue with the army camp space just not being good enough, and my troops, I feel like, not being good enough as well. So, unfortunately, I might still continue pushing for a little bit of time here. However, I did just claim some free rewards that I got from just the gold pass. And I did get some magical items. I'm probably going to sell all of these, and we should get some good gems here. I don't think any of these I would need right now. Maybe the star bonus from the builder base, but I don't really think so. So I'm just going to sell all of these, and I think that's 50, 60 gems. We're at 699 gems. We are so close, and if we can get to that trophy point, we would be able to completely gain our 4th builder. Ooh, there is an achievement for Inferno Towers. These are a little too deep in, but if we are getting in Town Hall 10s as a matchup now, I do feel like we might be able to find a really bad Town Hall 10 with the Infernos on the outside. I feel like for some reason we have to take down 10 Inferno Towers in order to get that achievement, right? Firefighter, 10 of them to get 100 gems. Yikes. 20 Eagle Artilleries, scatter shots. Obviously, we're not going to be hitting those, but those are something to look forward towards in the future. Oh, we can get 10 gems for taking down some builder huts. That's nice. Town halls. We're getting closer and closer to those trophies. I really want to push, so I'll continue pushing. This recording is going to approach probably 2 hours, but it'll probably be significantly edited down. I want to see if I can't hit that in 2 hours, but if we're getting Town Hall 9s, Town Hall 10s, it might be a little bit harder to do. All right, so the defenses are level 1. Dude, this guy looks like me in the future here. Walls done, base rushed. What the heck? All right, so I think if I can get this Expo down, he is upgrading 1 currently. Let's check for Clan Castle troops first. Not too shabby. Set up a little bit of a funnel. We gotta start cooking in towards this Expo. Problem is there is a billion different compartments right now. But these are a lot of compartments. Luckily, the defenses just tickle me, but still, looks like we're kind of going off the side here. Too much damage is being had, to be honest. I think I'll hold off for the time being. Mortar, not too shabby. I think I actually might heal up these guys right in the core here. This could get interesting. King down. There we go. Alrighty. Dude, this is like Battle of the Rushing, bro. The Wizard Tower is doing a lot of damage. The mortar. I think we got this, though. That is 2 also expos that we just took down towards that achievement. Man, that was interesting. Kind of fun. Alrighty, I think I'm going to throw in the towel here. Unfortunately, we still didn't get there. We're getting very close. Oh, there's a tree right here. We're getting very close. We're at 699 gems. Maybe we can get to 700 off this tree. Maybe, potentially, hopefully. Boom, just like that. We're at exactly 700 gems. Unfortunately, we still aren't there yet. I really want to continue pushing here to get that, to really push for that last little bit. And the good news is, once we can get set up here, I think we need the Dark Spell Factory, and then to upgrade our clan castle. Once that is done, we would be able to triple every single Townhall 8 that we come across. Hands down, light work. And obviously lower than that. So I don't know if in the next episode we'll be able to get just there, just enough. But we are continue pushing. We're getting very good progress here. The thing is, I know it's been tradition, but I think I'm going to keep this base design around just for another episode, just because it's not too much needed. I don't know. What do you guys think? Should we make it a tradition that every single episode we make a different base design? Because I think right around the Town Hall 13, 14, 15 mark, there's going to be a lot of base designs being thrown out. Let me know what you guys want to see. I appreciate all the comments that you guys see, or that you guys type. I like seeing what you guys have to say about different things and giving me tips and whatnot. I do know relatively what I'm doing. I do have 54 other accounts. However, any suggestions I always very deeply appreciate, because maybe you guys do see something. I hope this recording pulls out a little bit more. Someone was saying that quality was really bad, and I looked at my YouTube videos. They could only go up to 480p for some reason. So I've changed around some settings. Hopefully this one's better. Let me know. Otherwise, I can maybe try messing around with some other settings. But I appreciate you guys. Make sure you guys drop a sub. And until the next episode, see ya.